Hi everyone, it's Karen here with a new tutorial that I created a Dreamcatcher canvas for Reneabouquets using Prima Marketing Rose Quartz collection. Enjoy! As always, all the product links are listed in the description area below. I took the beautiful Prima Marketing Collection Rose Quartz. This is a 12 by 12 paper pad, and I'm just going through it to show you the beautiful papers. And I took a couple of the papers, the one with the feathers and the map, and then one that looks kind of like rocks or a wood grain. And I cut this one with the wood grain in half because my canvas was a 6 by 12 and I wanted it to fit exactly on the canvas. Then I took some Prima Soft Matte Gel Medium from Finalizing and just using my silicone brush added it to the back of the canvas, to the bottom of the canvas, and then stuck the paper on top. Then I sealed the paper with the gel, so if I added any mediums it would stay really smooth and would not rip. I took the map paper from the collection and just used one of the maps and cut out a circle using Tonic Studios circle die cut set. I used the largest circle, which cut a 6-inch circle, and I basically picked the best place to put the circle on. Then again, I took the soft gel medium and just glued it to the background so it would kind of stick half through the canvas, so it looks as if the Dreamcatcher is coming out from the top of the canvas. And then I use scissors to just cut off the excess. Then I took the distresser tool from Prima and just distressed the edges a little bit to kind of even them out and smoothen out the edges so they would match the canvas and nothing would be sticking out. I also took some white gesso and just added a little bit of a whitewash to the background so it wouldn't be as striking, and I could add more embellishments on top and it would not stick out as much. So it was a really light wash, and I even used a wipe to remove some of it so it would just be very light on the background. I took some Reneabouquets lace trim, and one of them that was sent in my box, and I basically went around the circle gluing it and cutting it to make sure that it formed that circle border around the half circle that I created at the top. So I just went around cutting pieces and just kind of gluing them together to add that extra texture at the top. Of course, I used the soft gel medium again to glue it both bottom and top so it would stay really well to the page. Then I took the white gesso again. This is Prima heavy white gesso, and using a palette knife, I started adding it roughly around different spots on my canvas to create a little bit of texture in the background. Now it was time to add some color. I took some Prima Color Bloom sprays. This is the cotton candy color, and started adding it. Now I think I watered down this cotton candy one too much, so it was too light. So I did end up grabbing another one. I also added the chrome color, which is kind of like a silverish gray, and using the inside of the spout, I started adding it in the edges of the lace. And then I took some water and just spread that color around. Every time I would add the water and the inks, I would heat set in between so the layers would build on top of each other. Because I really wanted to have it dark around the edges of the embellishments and then lighter as it drips down the canvas. So you'll see here as I continue playing with the two colors, adding one and then the other, just playing around with the consistency of the color, and the depth of the color, and just letting it drip down to create kind of movement downwards towards the feathers. To add a little bit of texture on top of the bottom of the canvas, I use the Crafters Workshop Mini Tile Texture Stencil with some Prima Marketing Light Paste. And this dries really quickly, so it was really nice to just add a little bit of texture onto it. So when I used some more of the Color Bloom sprays, it really dried and created really nice drips. Now it was time to embellish the Dreamcatcher with some Prima flowers. I took some old ones and some new ones. I just went to look for some light gray ones. These are old ones, but some of the new pink ones are from this year. But any would work. You can just use any type of flowers to embellish. And I also fussy cut some feathers out of the rose quartz paper, and I just fussy cut a bunch of feathers to glue to the bottom of my Dreamcatcher. And finally, I added these gorgeous butterflies from Reneabouquets. She makes the most beautiful handmade butterflies and different embellishments. I'm using the matching butterflies for this one, but she makes many different things, dragonflies and many other beautiful things. And of course, I've listed her site below in the description area, so you can maybe get your hands on some beautiful embellishments. She has so many nice things in her store, so just go ahead and check it out. I use Fabri-Tac glue to glue the flowers. This is a great glue to really, it's really strong and it holds things really well, and it's great for flowers and embellishments. So I just used it to kind of glue everything together. I took some butcher cord and I added the string to the feathers. You can use any type of cord, but I just have a lot of butcher cord because I got it for a different project, so I had enough to basically glue it to the 3 strings from the Dreamcatcher. I ended up fussy cutting a few more feathers from the same paper since I had some left over, and I just added it around the flowers to kind of add a little bit more interest in the center of the flowers. This time I used soft matte gel to glue them, and any glue would work. The only reason I used soft matte gel is because I knew I was going to do a technique with the Reneabouquets glass glitter, and I wanted to have it at hand, so that was just what I grabbed. I took 2 of the Reneabouquets glass glitters. These are like, they're not glitter and they're not glass. They're kind of like beads and glitter meshed in one, and they're really beautiful. I took the pink and the light gray because they match my canvas perfectly, and I just wanted to add some texture to the canvas. So what I did is I took some soft gel, I put it on my mat, and then I dipped it into the tub of the glass, and then I just added it in certain areas to just add the texture and some more interest to the background. I love this technique because it really glues the embellishments well on the background. So it's good to first dip it in the soft gel or in the gel, and then into whatever it is, whether you're using microbeads or anything else, that would work as well. The nice thing is that you have to put it on a mat and not straight into the tub, because it will then get into the tub and will make a whole mess. I wanted to add a little bit more shadow to the background, so I took Color Bloom spray, vintage coal, and also the cotton candy, and I basically mixed them together on my mat, and then using a paintbrush I started adding them underneath the flowers to kind of create a little bit of a shadow, a darker shadow underneath. I really love this Ken Oliver mat because it really cleans really well, and it's really great for like any type of project like this where you need to put something on it, and it just never stays on and I can clean it immediately. So here I am adding some spray water to the liquid mixture that I did, just so it runs and flows, and it creates this really dark shadow underneath, but it's not as dark as it's not as dark because I need it to be a bit lighter, so it kind of mixes together. And what I did is I also colored the butcher cord in that color as well, so it stands out a little bit more. I continued working like that until I was happy with the results. I also added some of the dark ink on the edges of my canvas just to kind of give it a border so it would bring everything together. finally, I added a small chipboard title from the Wilder Free collection from Prima and some Say It With Crystal gemstones from the same collection. Thank you so much for watching. For more inspiration, subscribe to my channel and be sure to visit Reneabouquets store to check out her beautiful embellishments. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Bye!